You know, today is a day where I feel so inadequate. क्योंकि आज हमारे साथ एक ऐसे जनाब हैं that is almost, well, redefined how to be relevant, how to be a star as a choreographer, and how to make the stars dance to his tunes. Bosco Martis, sir, thank you so much for joining करने के लिए.
Pleasure, bro. Pleasure.
It's always so cool to see you, you know, because I love the way you dress. Before we come to the dancing,
Yeah.
वो होता है ना bling होता है कुछ singers का.
Correct.
आपका भी एक अलग bling style है. Has this always been like this?
I think so. Effort लगाना पड़ता है, but I think हो जाता है यार. कभी-कभी. Yeah, but yeah, I like dressing up. I think that's something that makes me happy.
Yeah.
तो शूट पे भी मेरे 3 चेंजेस होते हैं. लंच के बाद एक चेंज होता है, शाम को एक चेंज होता है, तो अच्छा लगता है.
It's right, and he's behind the scenes at that point in time also. But you've had such a stellar career, you know, Bosco. When we talk about, first of all, thanks for coming to Be For You.
It is a pleasure. Thank you so much for inviting me.
We've got audiences all over the world that have watched you make the biggest stars dance. चाहे वो शाहरुख हो, चाहे वो ऋतिक सर हो, चाहे वो everybody. You know, I think we were talking about Ranbir, we were talking about everybody. ऋतिक रोशन के लास्ट 4 years जितने बड़े गानों के साथ रहे हैं, चाहे वो बैंग बैंग हो, चाहे वो वॉर में जय जय शिव शंकर, चाहे वो घुंगरू हो, इश्क जैसा recently with फाइटर, it's almost like every singer has a blockbuster.
Absolutely.
Every choreographer has a blockbuster.
Absolutely.
Do they get enough credit? That we'll come to. But a career that has been with so many celebrities, so many stars, that has made you a star yourself. It started differently, but has Bollywood really changed in the last 15-20 years? या फिर पहले एक जमाना होता था जब दबदबा होता था, सुनते थे हम कि कैसे कोरियोग्राफर्स डांटते थे एक्टर्स को और उनका एक अलग रहता था. अब ऐसा नहीं है शायद.
I think times have changed, and obviously the way we are approaching every situation has changed.
Right.
Situation is the same, but I think people their attitude and the whole way of how we gel, and I feel we're all equal.
Right.
I feel we all love each other. I feel we all love to entertain the audience.
Correct.
And that is what we need in return. So I think overall the whole gratification of work being loved and respected and known that there is a source that does this and there is a medium that does it, and I think उसमें किसी को डांटने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ती यार. I think
आप बड़े शांत किस्म के दिखते हैं.
मैं हूँ यार, शांति हूँ.
आपने कभी डांटा है किसी एक्टर को?
Never.
कभी स्टेप अगर नहीं आया तो बोला अरे यार पैकअप करो.
मैं अपने आप को जाके बाहर पंच वंच कर देता हूँ. बोला ऐसा कैसे इजी.
बट ऐसा होता था कि सेट पर नहीं हो रहा है तो लोग बोलते थे पैकअप, दोपहर को 2 बजे ही पैकअप बोल रहे हैं.
नहीं, लंच ब्रेक होता है. एक्सटेंडेड लंच ब्रेक हो जाता है, बट पैकअप कभी हुआ नहीं है. एंड आई थिंक एक रहता है यार, वी आर ऑल ह्यूमंस, तो यू नो समटाइम्स हु हैज अ बैड डे एंड क्या हो रहा है, एंड हम वी डोंट ब्रिंग इट टू आवर वर्क, बट वी आर ऑल ह्यूमंस आफ्टर ऑल. सो कभी कभी हो जाता है वो, एंड देयर आर टफ टाइम्स, एंड दैट्स हाउ you kind of fight it and rough it out, and then
ऐसा कोई एक्टर जिसका आपने कभी भी बैड डांस डे ना देखा हो?
वो obviously Hrithik Roshan, Ranbir Kapoor.
कभी नहीं?
Never, because they're born to dance, I guess. Yeah.
But Hrithik sir बोलते थे कि it comes to me slowly, so I take a lot of time to rehearse.
It does. It doesn't come to him slowly. He watches every move. बारीकियों से देखते हैं, या footwork, the way you know your body moves. So वो break down करते हैं वो move का. And then he wants to absorb that and own it. So I think वो ownership जो है ना step का, वो बहुत बाखूबी लेते हैं वो. And I think that is really, that's the reason why it works. When you see him dance, you rejoice with him.
Yeah.
So I think that's beautiful to see him dance.
You also get frustrated कि ऐसा आदमी डांस कैसे कर सकता है?
But it is, yeah, he really raises the bar and makes this country happy. Whenever he dances, I think everybody dances with him.
I think, you know, that's what he says. Everyone gets really happy watching him dance. But were you always the boy who used to watch when you were young?
Yeah.
आप 20, 25, 30 साल पहले की बात है. ऐसे कौन से स्टार्स को आप देखते थे कि यार मुझे भी थोड़ा ऐसा करना है? You were not a natural dancer. जैसे ये कहानी काफी documented है. We'll also talk about that. But you still would have liked some people in your youth.
So in my youth, I have been exposed to Gene Kelly.
Wow.
I have been Fred Astaire.
Wow. Tap dancing Fred Astaire.
Yeah. But Gene Kelly had outstanding aura.
Yeah.
And besides the tap dancing, the way it's a handsome man dancing, posture, poise, the way he used to handle singing in the rain, the way he used to handle women, the way he used to handle himself. Such an elegant personality. And then my exposure then became in Indian, so in Indian cinema came with I think I loved the entertainment provided by Mithun Chakravarti. I think that was really cool.
Midunla is still
Something else, yeah. Something
correct.
else. And there was this film called Kasam Paida Karne Wali Ki, and the way he danced in it, there was dance.
Yeah.
And there were a couple of films that he danced, and it was. So I watched Kasam Paida Karne Wali Ki 16 times. So going to 16 times in the theater, I think.
अच्छा थिएटर में आपने 16 बार
थिएटर में ना 16 times in the theater, because तभी तो
Correct.
टेलीविजन पे भी नहीं लगता ना.
अच्छा
So we had to and
तो
my.
आप बहुत पैसे वाले थे क्या?
नहीं यार.
इतना फिजूल खर्चा हो रहा है.
नहीं वही मैं लगता है सोना वोना बेच के पिक्चर. So yeah, it was great to watch. Then came Javed Jafri.
Oh.
And he really changed the whole style. There was film Meri Jung.
Yes.
And there was a song called Bol Baby Bol Rock and Roll.
Yeah.
I think I saw him. And then 100 Days, and I said, yaar, what a world he's created.
मैं दूरदर्शन पर देखता था कि वो ना जावेद सर ऐसी ही स्क्रीन पर डांस कर रहे होते थे, रेड बैकग्राउंड होता था और वो ब्लैक शैडो डांस कर रहा होता था.
Absolutely. और फिर एक वाइट जैकेट हुआ करता था उनका, बड़ा ही फ्लैशी जैकेट हुआ करता था. And yeah, he was, and then came Prabhudeva.
Yeah, oof.
And then I thought, यार डांस
आपका स्टाइल प्रभु सर के थोड़ा ऐसा है, राइट? यू बिकॉज़ प्रभु सर का भी लगता है कि कभी भी कुछ भी डांस पकड़
कभी नहीं, I think I loved MC Hammer a lot.
Oh, right.
I got that.
You can't touch this.
You can't touch this. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I love that glory of MC Hammer. The way he came, he kind of just took over the world with his dancing prowess, and then all those songs were very well celebrated. We were exposed to these songs only like on a Friday.
Yeah.
There was a show called World This Week, which was by Pranay Roy.
Pranay Roy.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that was our exposure to international dancing. True. And our exposure to so I used to record that show and then watch that, and Grammy Awards. Wow. These were the only exposure to our dancing medium. And all that education, and then I saw Caesar dance. And then I saw, यार मेरे को तो इसके साथ डांस करना ही है. So I started.
फिर वो जोड़ी बनी Bosco Caesar.
जोड़ी बनी Bosco Caesar, and then and then this is history.
So did you work very hard? मतलब कई बार लोग पूछते हैं ना कि आज एक जैसे कि हमने इश्क जैसा जो लेटेस्ट सुपर हिट हुआ है फाइटर का, ऋतिक सर से वो बहुत अपना फाइट करते हैं. आपने बोला he studies it. Are you also like that also? आपने बचपन में बहुत पढ़ाई की थी डांस की, डांसर बनने के लिए, या फिर कुछ देर के बाद वो रिदम आता ही है?
नहीं, I don't think so. There was a medium for us to get educated for dancing. So जो आपके मन में आता था, जो आपका साउंड और बॉडी थिरकता था, what you are seeing in the mirror that your body is doing to the sound, that was dance for us. So and whatever visuals that were faintly in your head, because we would watch certain videos, and that came only once a week, and for you to just get that little clipping and then start trying to inspire yourself from that one move and making 10 moves, because then you have to wait for another week. So you have to really drill yourself, make something, create something. And I think that was my education. So I used to just love, and I had a small television which was like, it would warp my image.
Correct.
Yeah, it was a black and white television.
हम लोग पता है 1980s 90s में जा रहे हैं अभी जो बात कर रहे हैं ये.
Yeah,
we're really going back in time.
It was an orange, उसका वो था, structure था, और black screen था. एंड हमारा इमेज ना elongate होता था, so थोड़ा warp लगता था, बट कभी-कभी उसमें भी डांस अच्छा लगता था. I feel that was the thing. I used to see Caesar dance, come back home. इतने बड़े mirrors नहीं थे, तो छोटे-छोटे mirrors में थोड़ा पीछे जाके सिर्फ half body दिखता था. And it was a beautiful experience. I think overall बहुत मजा आया ये journey, and that's what I respect, that every moment I treasure, and every moment I treasure now because of my journey from where I have come to what is to we being celebrated by the audience. Yeah.
I think it works so wonderfully well that जब आपको पता चलता है कि when you look back on a journey there, but when you also look back on the journey, you say कि यार ठीक है, ये एक्टर ने भी उतनी मेहनत की है, फिल्म के डायरेक्टर ने उतनी मेहनत की है, म्यूजिक डायरेक्टर ने उतनी मेहनत की है, हमने भी उतनी मेहनत की है. अगर ऋतिक रोशन के पिछले 5 सालों में बैंग बैंग से लेकर वॉर फिल्म जो टाइगर श्रॉफ की आखिरी बड़ी हिट थी, 4 साल हो गए इस बात को, आज भी घुंगरू और जय जय शिव शंकर जो है, अगर आप देखते हैं रील्स पे सबसे ज़्यादा जो वायरल हो जाते हैं, तो कहाँ पे आप देखते हैं कि बॉस्को का नाम आता है? दैट इज आई थिंक द बिगेस्ट फाइट टुडे. द फाइट इज फॉर द राइट टू स्टैंड ऑन एन इक्वल प्लेटफॉर्म वेयर एन इक्वल अमाउंट ऑफ वर्क हैज़ बीन पुट इन टू रीड दैट. 100 करोड़ तो आर्टिस्ट मतलब ले लेते हैं, उसके बाद आगे बढ़ जाते हैं, उसके बाद एक नया फिल्म आता है, एक नई गाना सुपरहिट हो जाती है. एंड आई थिंक दैट्स वेयर द बिगेस्ट इशू हैज़ एक्चुअली अरिजन इन द लास्ट ईयर और 2. और ये फाइट बहुत साल पहले चली थी. सलीम जावेद साहब ने पहले स्क्रिप्ट राइटर्स के लिए फाइट की थी, जावेद साहब ने फिर लिरिसिस्ट के लिए फाइट की थी, अलीशा चिनाई ने सिंगर्स के लिए फाइट की थी, और अब ये जनाब जो हैं कोरियोग्राफर्स के लिए वो फाइट आगे ले जा रहे हैं. अगर एक ऋतिक रोशन उतनी सेलिब्रेशन कर पा रहे हैं, अगर इवन शिल्पा राव उतनी सेलिब्रेशन कर पा रही हैं जो सारे सुपरहिट गाने गा रही है, तो क्या बॉस्को उतना नाच पा रहे हैं कि नहीं नाच पा रहे हैं? आर यू वेरी अपसेट? आर यू हर्ट बिकॉज यू हैव नॉट बीन एज सपोर्टेड or as celebrated for the work that you have done to create these masterpieces with all these artists?
It would be wrong that I would say I am not hurt. I'm hurt for the fraternity. I'm hurt for this, for the art.
Correct.
I'm hurt for the effort that we've put in. I'm hurt for the recognition that has not been. It is.
But ये यहाँ पे बस एक टोको, या क्या ये नई बात है? क्योंकि सरोज खान की ये फाइट बड़े सालों से पहले चली थी, फराह खान भी काफी इसकी डिस्कशन करती थी. लोग शायद ये मानते हैं ऐसा ही चलते आया है. क्या ये एक नई लड़ाई है या ये पहले से ही ऐसा था?
आई थिंक ये बहुत पुरानी लड़ाई है, जहाँ पर फेजेस में हम जीतते जा रहे हैं. सरोज मैम ने फाइट किया था for the category of choreographers.
Correct.
And I think the first Filmfare category was designed for a choreographer. And the first award was for the choreographer, and it was for Ek Do Teen, and Saroj ma'am got it. So I think she won that battle.
Correct.
Because at least वो टाइम पे गाने recognize किए गए, choreographer का काम recognize किया गया, and the effort, and today's time is a choreographer is just not a choreographer. He is a director of choreography ऐसा title दिया जाता है. So he is the director of the song that is given to him, so that he makes sure that if it is a dancing song, people are dancing. There's a way to film that dance so that everybody can get it right. There's a way to glorify that dance so that sometimes when the actor is not maybe not getting it
perfect,
but the angle
that
the song is shot just glorifies. So
जैसे ऋतिक की बॉडी कैसे चमकनी चाहिए, अभी इसकी जैसा में जैसे वो चमक रहे थे,
बट वो तो चमकते ही
हैं. उसके पीछे बॉस्को सर ही तो थे. आप डायरेक्टर ऑफ फोटोग्राफी बोलते हैं, डायरेक्टर ऑफ कोरियोग्राफी जैसे ये बोल रहे हैं. इट हैज बीन, मतलब भाईचारे की भावना में सब बह गए हैं, जहाँ पे आप लोग ही पीछे रह गए फिर.
इतना भी पीछे नहीं रहे हैं, बट आई एम श्योर बिकॉज ऑफ टुडेज सोशल मीडिया एंड द विजिबिलिटी एंड टेलीविजन, अभी रियलिटी शोज जो आए हैं, तो कोरियोग्राफर्स को यस वो दर्जा दिया गया हुआ है, वो बैठते हैं, जजमेंट देते हैं. बट आई थिंक इन होल, नॉट ओनली जस्ट this is not to pull down or this get any actor who's not supporting. Nahin, this is the entire communication of how on radio stations, if a lyricist has been celebrated, if a music director has been celebrated, if a singer has been celebrated, why not a choreographer that has made that song look so glorifying and the whole nation is dancing to it? Why is it not that the choreographer's name should be mentioned? It should be mentioned. Correct. Because he does a lot. If it is I was speaking to our the team, and they said it is basically radio is not a visual medium,
right?
So what? It is not a visual medium. That doesn't mean that you don't dance, because that's a visual that is so overpowering, and you know
Correct.
that if this is the song that is played, if
Yes.
Gunguru Toot Gaye, it is played. If Jai Jai Shiv
सबके
Shankar is
पैर ही तो
played,
hit yeah, of course.
so you know that there is a visual to it. If there was no visual, then there would be, I think, lack of celebration, because people would not be able to celebrate or identify that
Correct.
song. So I think
even
it's,
on like say on a music channel today or before you, I can say we apologize because I don't think we write. We definitely don't write.
Yeah,
Bosco at
as
the line over there as
choreographer.
choreographer.
Yeah, when the
because
song is mentioned.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल नहीं.
When the song is mentioned, I think the team who is extremely involved, like you
Yes.
know that their effort makes a difference.
Correct.
So those guys should be celebrated, and why not?
आपने जब अपनी पिक्चर रॉकेट गायक बनाई थी उसमें आपने ये एड्रेस करने की इशू
बहुत बार
किया?
मेरा मुद्दा ये था एक्चुअली, मेरा मुद्दा ये था कि मैं फिल्म बनाऊं ताकि कोरियोग्राफर्स को जहाँ जहाँ हो सके वो, बिकॉज इट्स हाई टाइम दैट ये हो जाए यार. मीन्स हमको वो दर्जा देना चाहिए. हम पैसे
रेमो सर ने भी ट्राई किया, फिल्म डायरेक्टर बने, लेकिन वहां पे मुझे लगता है कि वो जो बनाना चाह रहे थे, फिर उसके बाद बड़े स्टार जब आ जाते तो वापस अब वो रियलिटी शोज को जज कर रहे, ये सब कर रहे, वो बड़े चिल्ड रहते हैं, यूज सोशल मीडिया वेरी वेल.
या
बट वहां पे भी उनके साथ भी विश्वासघात हो चुका है. ये उनका जहां नाम नहीं डाला गया था. Yes, yes,
yeah.
yes.
I know some songs that visibly are not, our names are not there, like Senorita.
हाँ.
Our name is not there, and we've got a national award. So in the description of YouTube,
कमाल है.
yeah, there is no name of the choreographer.
और इसके नेशनल अवार्ड मिला है.
And वो गाने पे national award मिला. So I think that medium and and those categories need to identify, like YouTube. I don't know how, but they need to identify that these guys are, if there is a visual and has dancing, and there is a support system that has been. So I think it should be there. Remo's name is not there on Badtamiz Dil as a choreographer.
कमाल है.
And the whole nation is dancing.
So when you all meet, जैसे कई बार होता है ना पार्टीज में लोग मिलते हैं, एक्टर्स मिलते हैं या कुछ मिलते हैं, और थोड़ी सी ऐसे बिचिंग चलती है इंडस्ट्री की. आप लोग ऐसे मिलके बोलते हैं, अरे यार क्या यार हमारा नाम नहीं डाला यार, छोड़ देना, अगली बार उसकी पिक्चर नहीं करेंगे. ऐसा कभी बात होता है क्या?
पिक्चर तो करना पड़ेगा ना, घर तो चलाना पड़ेगा हमको. सिर्फ
घर महल चलाने की जरूरत है, मतलब अच्छा. बट ऐसा थोड़ा होता है, सच बताइए.
See, right now, because this matter has become like, sometimes people say कि पोस्टर में ना नाम क्लटर लगेगा. There are too many names, and अरे but that is what it is. Making a film is a team effort. So वो clutter लगेगा तो लगने दो, because that is what these guys have put their blood, sweat, and you know, so many times we're not well, but we still have to shoot. We still have to create the moves. So many times we have to get into a situation where, you know, everything is at standstill. 100 dancers अगर खड़े हुए हैं और कुछ move right नहीं हो रहा है, या camera angle right नहीं लग रहा है, you are responsible because your money, producers' money is ticking. So you are responsible. तो वो सब responsibility कहाँ जाती है जब you know नाम आना पड़ता है.
मुझे सर करेक्ट नहीं फहम रहा हूँ, कई बार मुझे लगता है कि डायरेक्टर ऑफ कोरियोग्राफी बहुत खूबसूरत नाम है, डांसर है, डांस है. ये एक ऐसा होता था लाइक हाँ ठीक है साथ. ये जो सदियों पुरानी प्रथा चलती आई है, कई बार लॉट ऑफ द hierarchy in Bollywood says, अरे यार
Dancer.
Do you think that still stays in their head?
Yeah, so earlier, back in the days, choreographers का नाम choreographer नहीं हुआ करता था. पहले dances हुए करते थे. Like the category was dances.
अच्छा.
फिर dance master हुआ.
अच्छा.
तो उसके बाद वो change होते होते choreographer आया. फिर अब director of choreography, because certain you know, powerhouses, certain choreographers had the power to say we want our names as director.
और होना भी चाहिए. एलन अमीन सर थे, the fight
The
masters.
fight, yeah.
I remember जब धूम में उनका नाम आया, fight and stunts by एलन अमीन, उन्होंने I think बोला
Why not?
कि हमारा नाम होना चाहिए, नहीं तो नहीं हम करेंगे.
They have designed it, and Dhoom is action.
Correct.
It is what it is.
Yes.
So
I think ये भी people have to put the foot down. इससे काम भी जा सकता है.
हाँ, जा सकता है, because some people might feel offended कि ये ऐसा कैसा बात कर रहा है यार, ये means अभी इतना बड़ा हो गया कि you know इतना vocal होने लग गया है. You can do this in closed doors, but I think for 22 years, if you're doing this in closed doors, the doors will never open.
Correct.
So I think it's high time that we should start talking so that it's open for the others and the door is not closed for them. I think they better come out in the open and be vocal, and I'm sure everybody on the other side
Correct.
will understand this as long as it is logical and as long as you know there is an effort which is visually you can see it
मुझे लगता है कि एक संगठन की जरूरत पड़ेगी. You'll need people coming together. which
together.
probably will happen.
Yeah, absolutely, coming
gonna need
together
a lot of-
for one cause.
Professional friendships will have to happen, but that's the darker side of sometimes what happens, and it's a big game, and Bollywood has always been a very, very big game. There's a really big film that is coming out, and the last film of his that did so well was with you was War.
Was War Fighter?
No, that's Hrithik I'm talking about right now.
yeah,
Bade Miyan Chote Miyan. Now Tiger needs something also, and you are there. Now Bade Miyan Chote Miyan, you've done an amazing track in that as well. So my big question is, इसका जो पुराना बड़े मियाँ छोटे मियाँ है, बच्चन साहब and गोविंदा, उधर भी comparisons रहेंगे. Lots of energy on sets also. छोटा सा quick rapid fire करते हैं बॉस्को सर के साथ. सबसे fast steps पकड़ने वाले कौन हैं?
Obviously Tiger, because Akshay sir बहुत बीमार थे. But he didn't leave. He didn't leave. He just put his foot down and he was there, bang on.
आजकल लोग बोलते हैं कि जिम्नास्टिक्स और डांस एक जैसे लगने लग गए, स्पेशली लड़कियों के मामले में. डू यू एग्री विद दैट?
No, not at all. I think gymnastics एक अलग ही आर्ट है.
जी.
एक अलग ही किस्म का फॉर्म है जो आपको अपने बॉडी को चैलेंज करना पड़ता है. डांस इज ग्रेसफुल. आई थिंक डांस में जो एनर्जी आती है जब आप थिरकते हो, एक ग्रूव आता है. आपको कुछ नहीं, आप बैठे बैठे भी डांस कर सकते हो, एंड यू नो दैट ही इज गॉट द ग्रूव, सो यू डोंट हैव टू रियली पुट योर लेग समवेयर एंड देन सो आई थिंक डांस हैज इट्स ओन ग्लोरी. जिम्नास्टिक्स इज अ स्पेशल आर्ट फॉर्म which you can incorporate in your dancing, and but always once a dancer always a dancer.
आजकल पर्दे पर आपको ग्रेस की अगर बात करें, माधुरी जी में बड़ा ग्रेस,
फैबुलस,
आंखों से खेलती थी. आजकल एक ऐसी आर्टिस्ट जो आप डांस करते हुए देखते हैं, यू से वाओ, शी इज रियली फैंटास्टिक, आई लव वाचिंग हर डांस. हु इज दैट?
I really love watching Alia Bhatt dance.
Oh, nice.
I think she's lovely. She needs to have a due because she's not got one of those songs where
एक्चुअली शी इज considered actress much more. कहते हैं डांस तो जैसे छोटा हिस्सा है.
Yeah, but I think she should rejoice. She should enjoy her dancing. Look at Gangubai, the way she is rejoiced. And I really like to see her and watch her dance because I did a song with her called Gulabo, and there was a moment where she just broke down and had tears, but it was nervous energy because she thought that she wasn't doing as good as she was seeing me do it. And then she I'm not doing it. She became a child, but she really nailed the song. Gulabo is with Shayad and her, I think it's fabulous.
कई बार ऐसी फिल्में होती जो नहीं चलती. शानदार जो फिल्म थी जो नहीं चली थी, but the song till today is so big. ऐसे ही खूबसूरती जब आप किसी हीरो को देखते डांस करते देखते हो, कौन है? Who do you say wow, this guy is amazing, man?
Ranbir Kapoor, hands down. Ranbir Kapoor.
हस्बैंड वाइफ की अगर जोड़ी का एक आइटम गाना बना चाहिए
यार, होना ही चाहिए, इन दोनों को करना ही चाहिए. आई डोंट नो why ये हुआ नहीं अभी तक, बट ये होना चाहिए.
इनका एक अलग ही ब्रह्मास्त्र में एक अलग ही फील आ गई थी. We want to see them in doing an out and out dance somewhere.
Yeah.
The biggest director or any director who you feel really understands the nuances of dance and understands कि भाई डांस एक अलग आर्ट फॉर्म है, जैसे कि संजय बंसाली सर जो होते हैं, वो हर एक चीज उनके लिए एक आर्ट फॉर्म होती है. तो एज अ कोरियोग्राफर आपकी बड़ी सारी कॉम्बिनेशंस रही हैं. ऐसे एक डायरेक्टर जिनके साथ आपको लगता है कि तालमेल बहुत परफेक्ट रहता है एज डांस कोरियोग्राफर एंड एज अ डायरेक्टर, कौन?
जोया अख्तर.
अच्छा.
Yeah, most of our work
very surprising choice, huh?
Yeah, most of our work is glorified with her.
जी.
And we've done such big dance numbers with Zoya.
Senorita, like you mentioned.
Senorita, Senorita. All of most of Gully Boy.
जी.
Most of Dil Dhadakne Do, Galla Gudiya.
Yeah.
It was.
So she just lets you be, and she
just lets us be. Yeah. She just lets us be, and she just loves. And she wants to learn all the hook steps that we have created. And she's a beauty to work with. I think Caesar and me have been very lucky that we've got the right opportunity and the right songs to work with her, and she's given us that stage to showcase our skills.
Would you change dance steps? कई बार लोग बोलते हैं ना कि बड़े स्टार के लिए वैसे स्टेप देना पड़ता है जैसे उनके लिए अच्छा होता है.
हाँ, ऐसा नहीं है. मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि हम
कभी करना पड़ा है आपको?
कभी करना पड़ा है. यस, करना पड़ा है, क्योंकि वो उन पे जचना नहीं है.
हाँ,
सो जब भी जचता नहीं है, दैट इज
नॉट बिकॉज इट्स डिफिकल्ट.
नो, But most of the times, even the stars feel कि if it is thrown to them, I don't think so. They shy out. They want to take up that challenge. Maybe they'll feel a little intimidated
Correct.
because पीछे 100 dancers को आ गया है और उनको rehearsal time नहीं मिला होगा.
Right.
They feel intimidated, but I think they take a break and probably they'll say आज ना beauty shots करते हैं, rehearsal करके कर लेते हैं.
Nice.
So they do that, and sometimes because of the time constraint, we have to abide and we have to use our skills. That's the reason why you're called director of choreography, who knows how to make the star look good.
Correct.
He knows that you cannot expose a star and make him look weak because the whole nation is watching him.
Yes.
So I think it's time that that respect needs to come back. So all these things are only गाना खत्म खेल खत्म पैसा आ जाओ ऐसा नहीं होता है because then that has to be taken forward and people need to know that these guys as in the choreographers are responsible for
And of course,
such.
for the entire look of the film, पहले look जो होता है वो यही होता है.
या गाने पहले आते हैं
100%.
पहले टीजर्स और जब टीजर भी आता है या एक एक लुक होता है.
First look is always that.
एटलीस्ट 4 से 5 शॉट्स तो हमारे गाने के होते हैं. So you know,
चाहे पठान की बात करें, of course,
yeah.
that had from the song, Ishq Jaisa from Fighter had from the song. That was the first look was all this only.
yeah, a lot of they'll have action.
Absolutely.
They'll have these montages of some cool looking stuff, and you'll have dance visuals so that people are excited. People want to be entertained. I think today's people they want to be entertained. They love that they go with their family. यार popcorn खाओ, dance करो, घर पे आके वही dance सीखो. So I think
सीखने की कोशिश करो, बहुत जरूरी है. I'm going to wrap this up with perhaps I think the one question that I will ask every choreographer. He will get his due, but the bigger question always is, can you rate your own work? आपका best एक ऐसा गाना जो आपको लगा was okay.
Oh, best is undoubtedly Senorita because it's been celebrated in such a massive manner. So and the glory has always been there for Senorita because of the national award, and I can't say worse.
Worse तो नहीं मतलब कि जहाँ आपको लगा कि यार
ऐसे तो बहुत सारे गाने हैं बहुत सारे गाने जहाँ पर हमको ऐसा लगा कि या तो सोच नहीं गई है या टाइम नहीं हुआ या आपने बोलते ना हमारे लैंग्वेज
दर्द हुआ कि यार ये मैं बहुत अच्छा करवा सकता था लेकिन
हाँ यार बहुत मुश्किल है 800 गानों में 1-2 गाने चुनना वो बहुत ही मुश्किल है but let me while we are talking it'll trigger and yeah it'll just come to
even
me.
in the last 5-7 years.
Yeah, in the last 5-7, I think the song was very popular. There was a song called Sham Shandar. The song was very popular, but I felt that I could have really done everything. It didn't come together like the setting, but the song was fabulous. And somewhere down the line, I feel I should have given it a little more depth in choreography, and because I had Shahid Kapoor and I had Alia.
Yeah.
So, and I had Shibani too. Shibani Dandekar.
Yeah. Bosco sir, thank you so much for joining us.
Lovely, bro.
I think it's the toughest thing to also, मतलब वो कहते हैं ना गायकी तो फिर भी आप गा सकते हो. Dancing is very, very difficult. And all the names that he took, from when he started watching also. Javed sir, we have such respect for you today also. प्रभु सर के सामने तो ऐसा डर लगता है कि कहीं पैर हिलते
ना मुझे भी डर लगता है मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि अगर प्रभु सर अभी कुछ करेंगे तो मेरा बॉडी टूट जाएगा उनको देख के बट
सर अजय देवगन सर कई बार जब बैठते हैं मेरे साथ में एक्शन जैक्सन ने बोले कि मैंने बोला तो डांस सिखाएगा मैं he did a dance number
really, yes, he did.
So it was fun he said मेरी लाइफ में acting is not a challenge I mean that's normal for me but I wanted to dance with Prabhu teaching me how to dance and Prabhu saying at least 40% okay.
How sweet, how sweet. But for him to also, because we did a couple of songs with Ajay sir, and he knows that there is. So we did a song in Tanaji, My Bhavani, and I think I really loved that song because it was not. It is very. It's not a Bosco Caesar vibe, but I really loved shooting that song, and the way Ajay sir has surrendered and. Kajol was there in it and it was really...
अजय सर की आंखों में तो पूरा गेम है उससे स्टार्ट होता है उससे खत्म हो जाता है और see you soon और remember social media पर we're going to be very active a lot of people have complained saying that यार आप लोग थोड़ा और डाला करो so we've decided now there's going to be lots of reels coming up there's going to be lots of places that you can watch all this Be4U Entertainment of course worldwide you can watch it on television you can watch it social media you can watch it एकदम आपको स्पैम करने वाले हैं. See you guys and take care. Bye bye.